It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Cowboys and the Packers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge, but Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one, and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Right to the air is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the catch, no catch controversy. But of course the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy. And that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl win. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 24. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd-and-1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You're going to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the window closes quickly. They'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs on the line, but only 2 yards to show for it. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A tone setter on defense. They pick up the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter, now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. as they've got it 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. The Cowboys at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. To throw is Prescott. Caught on the slant. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And again, it's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
After right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
First down, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw again on second down, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now from the 50.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott.
Left side to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, let's just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the toss to Jones, running right. He finds some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 62 yards. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Prescott on 1st down. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get back now at Lambeau. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be brought down about the 16. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. On the sneak, it's Prescott.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 2. 1:53 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watson making the catch.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. To throw is Rodgers.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.
check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch out. I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Tito, she a pack. Finna guarantee though. Move back, type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. Just bridge, I I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stats to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he done my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the plank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till I can stun and do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go.
It's week 11 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Cowboys and the Vikings, next on Madden NFL 23.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is full. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. First play, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run it again with Cook. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They run again on first down, Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
As defensive coordinators tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They have the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Cowboys at 4-5, a game under 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for their fullback. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down. But by the looks of it, might be a yard shot. That is just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed. So that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. It's a keeper with Prescott.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Prescott to throw this time. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here's Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a keeper with Prescott. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Dak Prescott as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kenewagu now out of his end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught by Lamb. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly going to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere to find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Wilson. The Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott can't get away, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Now Prescott rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run with their fullback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Prescott. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Here's Dak. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, you hate to admit it, but sometimes in this sport, the determining factor of who wins, who loses, just plain dumb luck.
Yeah, sometimes it turns out that way, doesn't it? If this is basketball, we'd say that was a shooter's bounce, right? In this case, hitting the crossbar and finding its way over. I actually coached in a game where a kid made a 42-yard field goal, which was the extent of his distance, hit the crossbar, fell over for the win. It goes the other direction. We lose that night.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And part of you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here's Cousins. That's complete. It's Cook. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackle inbounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to be taken down here. That's short of a first down as he gets about 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about a yard and a half.
I can still hear my high school coach John Ford right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this out to midfield.
Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to play it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because we say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Cousins. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts. And it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receiver.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Prescott.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Whistles come in and a timeout.
Just 8 seconds left in OT. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw, Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Shifts by him. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.